Hola, gente linda. Hello, beautiful people. Hola is hello in Spanish, and gente linda means beautiful people in Spanish. I am Nelly Z. My goal for my YouTube channel is to study the topics for the licensed clinical social worker exam together and share this material with someone who may need it. My email address is learningtogethertobecomealcsw at gmail.com. Just in case you would like to contact me, and here is also my Facebook page, facebook.com Learning Together for LCSW. First, I want to share a quote to continue to be inspired and motivated to carry on with this journey. Then we will continue to study classical operant theory, and this is my first video reviewing this theory. Here is the link to the article of the theory that is coming from the Simply Psychology. I will post the link to this reading under the video for your review at your convenience. I will also share my email and Facebook page under the video if you want to contact me. Finally, I would like to thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. If you would like to receive notification when I upload a video, please subscribe and don't forget to like this video so we can all maximize the gift of the technology at this time. I also get motivated and inspired to get with this crazy idea of studying together for the LCSW exam. Adios, mi gente linda, and many blessings. And here is the quote that I like to share with you. Be grateful for the small things, big things, and everything in between. Count your blessings and not your problems. Again, be grateful for small things, big things, and everything in between. Count your blessings and not your problems. Nice quote. So let's be grateful for small things and all things and everything in between. Okay, let's read. Operant conditioning. What it is, how it works, an example. Operant conditioning or instrumental conditioning. It is a theory of learning where behavior is influenced by its consequences. Behavior that is enforced, rewarded, will likely be repeated, and behavior that is punished will occur less frequently. By the 1920s, John B. Watson had left academic psychology, and other behaviorists were becoming influential, proposing new forms of learning other than classical conditioning. Perhaps the most important of these was Burris Frederick Skinner. Although, for obvious reasons, he is more commonly known as a B.F. Skinner. Skinner's views were slightly less extreme than to Watson. Skinner believed that we do have such a thing as a mind, but that it is a simple, more productive to study observable behavior rather than internal mental events. The work of Skinner was rooted in the view that classical condition was far too simplistic to be a completed explanation of complex human behavior. He believed that the best way to understand behavior is to look at the causes of an action and its consequences. He called this approach operant conditioning. Key concepts of operant conditioning. Operant conditions occur when a learned behavior is followed by a consequence or reinforcement. Positive reinforcement increases the frequency of a behavior when applied. Example, if you finish your homework early, You get to go to the movies as reward. Negative reinforcement increases the frequency of a behavior when removed. Example, to stop the buzzing sound in your car, you had to roll up the window. Punishment decrease the frequency of a behavior. Example, your parents take your cell phone away from one day each week to lower your phone bills. How it works. Skinner is regarded as the father of the operant conditioning, but his work was based on Thorndike's 1898 love of effect. According to this principle, behavior that is followed by pleasant consequence is likely to be repeated, and behavior followed by unpleasant consequence is likely to be repeated. It's less likely to be repeated. Skinner introduced a new term into the law effect, reinforcement. Behavior that is reinforced tends to be repeated, strengthened. Behavior that is not reinforced tends to die out or to be extinguished or weakened. Skinner, in 1948, studied operant conditioning by conducting experiments using animals, which he placed in Skinner bags, which was similar to Thorndike's puzzle bags. Speaker, signal lights, level, Skinner bags. The rat, food dispenser, shock generator, electric grid. A Skinner bag, also known as operant condition chamber, is a device used to optically record an animal's behavior in compressed time frame. An animal can be rewarded or punished for engaging in safety behavior, such as lever pressing for rats or key picking for pigeons. What happened? Skinner identified three types of response for operant that can follow behavior. Neutral operants, responses from the environment that neither increase nor decrease the probability of behavior being repeated. Forces, responses from the environment increase the probability of behavior being repeated. Reinforcers can be either positive or negative. Punisher, responses from the environment that decrease the likelihood of behavior being repeated. Punishment weakens behavior. We can all think, for example, how our behavior has been affected by reinforcers and punishers as a child. We probably try. Okay, we can all think of example of how our behavior has been affected by reinforcers and punishers as a child. You probably try out numbers of behaviors, learn from their consequences. For example, when you were younger, if you try smoking at the school, the chief consequences was you got in with the crowd you always wanted to hang out with. You would have been positively reinforced or rewarded, will be likely to repeat that behavior. If, however, the main consequences was you were caught, caned, suspended from the school, your parent became involved. You would most certainly have been punished. You would consequently be much less likely to smoke now. Positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is a term described by B.F. Skinner in his theory of operant condition. In positive reinforcement, a response of behavior is strengthened by rewards, leading to repetition of desired behavior. The reward is reinforcing stimulus. Primary responses are stimuli that are naturally reinforced because they are not learned and directly satisfy a need such as food or water. Secondary reinforcers are stimuli that are reinforced through their association with a primary reinforcer, such as money, school grades. They do not directly satisfy an innate need, but might be the means. So a secondary reinforcer can be just as powerful a motivator as a primary reinforcer. Skinner showed how positive reinforcement worked by placing a hungry rat in his Skinner bags. The bags contained a lever of teeth and size, and as the rat moved about the bags, it would accidentally knock the lever. Immediately it did so that the food pail would drop into a container next to the lever. The rat quickly learned to go straight to the lever after being put in the bags a few times. The consequence of receiving food is to press the lever, ensure that it will repeat the action again and again. Positive reinforcement strengthens a behavior by providing a consequences an individual finds rewarding. For example, if your teacher gives you $5 each time you complete your homework, reward, you will be more likely to repeat this behavior in the future, thus strengthening the behavior of completing your homework. The pre-max principle is a form of positive reinforcement in operant condition, and it suggests using a preferred activity, high probability behavior, as a reward of completing a less preferred one, low probability behavior. This method incentivizes the less desirable behavior by associating with a desirable outcome, thus straining the less favorable behavior. Operant conditioning. Positive reinforcement introduced to increase a behavior. Negative reinforcement introduced to decrease a behavior. Negative reinforcement. Negative reinforcement is the termination of an unpleasant state following a response. This is known as a negative reinforcement because it's the removal of an adverse stimulus which is rewarding to the animal or person. Negative reinforcement strengthens behavior because it's a stop or remove an unpleasant experience. For example, if you do not complete your homework, if you give your teacher $5, you will complete your homework to avoid paying $5, strengthening the behavior of completing your homework. Okay, let's see. This article is quite long too, so we're gonna stop in where we stay. We read until the next time. As you can see, we are way far to finish. So we're gonna stop in that part that we just left for the next video. I hope you are enjoying this video and see you next time, my dear friend. And thank you for your time and God bless you. Bye.